I'm Sheng. I'm a Form 2 student from Catholic High School. I live in Petaling, Jaya. I started using Microsoft Excel about 2 years ago.
Hi, my name is Saan. I'm a student from Catholic High School currently in Form 3. I have used Microsoft Excel for quite some time and have a few years of experience. Before we start, we'd just like to say that the raw data given by the organizer has left out the state of Selangor. So we actually added ourselves by looking into the internet and search data for 2016 until 2018 for male and female population in Selangor to contemplate the problem, and it will be used in all the charts as you mentioned next.
This is a table of distribution of Malaysia population by state 2018. This table is used to create the map chart on the right here. As you can see, the darker color represents area that is highly populated, whereas the lightly colored area represents less populated area. From this map chart, we can actually conclude that the west coast of the Peninsula Malaysia is actually more populated than the east coast. Besides that, Sabah has a higher population compared to Sarawak.
So this is a Malaysian country-wide population. So to get this data, we actually filter the raw data, which is given by the organizer here, and then we use this advanced filter function, and then we can get the data for Malaysia from year 2016 to 2018, both male and female. So after this, we actually compile it into different tables to show different charts and graphs and tables too. So as you can see here, we actually, for the year 2016 to 2018, we actually take the sum of both male and female of each year, and then we can make this Malaysia overall population chart. So you can see from this line chart here, the trend of the population is steadily increasing in the steady trend. So you can see like it's slowly increasing. And for the next table here, we actually get all the data from this data that we filtered, and then we transfer the male, female, and the range. So the range here, we actually minus male and female, and then we can get the range and the differences between them. And then we also do the ratio, which will be useful for the next chart. The ratio here, we actually use the male divided by the female, and then you can get this data here. So you can see that the male is actually 1.06 to 1 female. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Malaysian population by gender. As you can see here, the trend of the population is steadily increasing. So it doesn't matter whether it's male or female. The trend of increasing is both the same, and then it's like it has hardly any differences based on this line chart, as you can see. So it is like both male and female also increase proportionally. Next, you can see from this gender chart here, you can see male is slightly more than female in the whole Malaysia, which is more 4%, and the gender gap for these 3 years, you can see 2016 is quite little, then 2017 is widened the gap, but 2018 is slowly going back to the 2016 value. So as you can see here, it's actually not it's shown 1,000 here, but actually we have to add another 3 zeros. So you can see actually there's like a few million gaps between these 3 years, but actually it's like slowly increasing and drop, increasing and drop. So it's actually quite stable, the gap actually. So this is the Malaysian population gender ratio by year, and you can see the 2016, 2017, and 2018. So you can see right from this chart, we actually use 1.0665 from the starting of this axis to 1.07 because that this value is like extremely small. The differences between these 3 years is like very tiny. So we need to use and change the configuration of this chart just to show a better picture. And you can see from year 2016, you can see that it's like 1.06 925 of male compared to female, and then you can see it's slowly is reducing. So the male ratio is slowly reducing, as you can see 2016, 2017, and 2018. Yeah, so you can see that the female actually and the male is slightly going to the 1-to-1. Yeah. And next, this is the state data. So for the state data here, we actually use the pivot chart gathered from the raw data, and then we transfer into this chart. So the ratio here is basically, this chart is we transfer from the pivot chart above, and then the ratio here, we actually get I27 over H27. So we actually divide male over female, and then we can get this ratio, and then we 2 minus the male ratio. So after we can make a gender ratio chart, we will show you later. And the 2017 growth, 2018 growth, all these growth charts is actually we just divide 2017 to 2016, and then we can get the growth rate, and then we can plot into charts later. So this is another table of ours. So it's 2016 to 2018 growth. So we skip the year 2017, and we will show you one of the first. So this is one of the first chart here for the state population gender distribution. So as you can see here, we are using the Bing map add in from this Excel, and then we actually put a lot of pie charts to show you how the gender distribution across Malaysia. So you can see from this side of Malaysia, you can see that it's like almost 50-50, but there's actually generally more male compared to female. And then in this side of Malaysia, it's also almost the same. You can see it's not almost the same. I mean, it's, yeah. Anyway, you can see male female here is almost 50-50, but there's actually a slight differences because this is in the millions and thousands. Anyway, if you zoom in, the only one unique here is Putrajaya, which you can see here. There is significantly more female than compared to female, so you can see it's slightly over to the 180-degree side. Anyway, we continue here. So the state population, so you can see for the state population here, Selangor is the most populated state of all the states in Malaysia. After that, followed by Sabah and Johor. This is primarily due to the Selangor that we have a lot of cities well developed, and then there's a lot of housing areas, and to accommodate these peoples, and then there's a lot of job opportunities. So everyone will come to Selangor, and then you can see there's like a significant more population compared to other states which are sparsely populated, and there's a lot of mountainous terrains. And then as you can see in the gender ratio distribution by state, so just like the chart we showed you just now, this map chart, you can see here that Putrajaya is really have a lot of females compared to males, but actually it also has the least data we have, because Putrajaya is the least populated state in the whole of Malaysia. Anyway, Perlis is the state that is nearest to the 1-to-1 ratio of male and female. As you can see, there's just a little bit of offset there, and other states here are generally more male compared to females. So we'll move on. So the state population here is to prove once again that Selangor, followed by Sabah and Johor, is most populated state. So these three maps here give you a better visual picture. Okay, so which state is the biggest population and which one is the smallest? So you can see this one is a bit tiny. It's Putrajaya. Moving on. So this is the growth rate by state of population. So you can see Selangor, Sabah, all these states generally hovering between 1 to 2% of the growth rates. And surprisingly, Kuala Lumpur here have a negative growth rate compared to other states from the year 2017 to 2018. And for Putrajaya, there is a significant spike of growth rate, and a population going in Putrajaya is around more than 10,000 people. And what did I just say? Anyway, we will continue. So you can see for Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya, you can see there is a significant differences, 11% and a minus few percent from Kuala Lumpur. And this is the gender proportional growth rate from year 2016 to 2017. So you can see Selangor, Sabah, all these states have the almost the same proportional growth rate, even though it's male or female. So actually gender doesn't really matter between the growth rate. So it's like very proportional and consistent, and it doesn't affect much. So it doesn't mean that it's male that growth more. There's no such thing according to this value and chart plotted here. So in this line chart also, we can see that the growth rate is fairly consistent between male and female, and Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya have a significant spike, and while Kuala Lumpur have a negative data over here.
This pie chart is showing the top 10 population by district of year 2016. As we can see here, Johor Bahru has the largest percentage of 22%, followed by Kinta and Kuching. This is for year 2017, while this is for 2018. This chart shows the 10 least population by district in year 2016. As you can see here, Bakan, Julau, and Matu is the 3 least populated district in Malaysia. 2017. Again, Bakan, Julau, and Matu. And in 2018, Bakan, Julau, and Matu again. There are not much changes over the 3 years, except for Kanowit. Kanowit was on the list of 2016 and also in 2017. However, it was not on the list in 2018. This chart depicts the gender ratio distribution of top 10 districts in 2016. The blue represents the male population, whereas the orange represents the female population. This is the chart for 2017. And this is the chart for 2018. From the bar charts, we can actually see that the male population and female population is actually quite balanced in all the districts shown. All of our data is actually extracted from the pivot table over here. Right now, it is showing the 2016 state data. This is the data for 2017 and the data for 2018. This is the chart showing the top 10 growth rate by district from 2017 to 2018. The data is extracted from the pivot table over here. As we can see here, Kanowit has a growth rate value of nearly 12%. According to our research, Kanowit is a district located within Sibu Division, Sarawak. In 2017, a bridge was built and officially opened to public to link Kanowit to interior areas of Sungai Raja. This made Kanowit to be more accessible by land. I believe this is one of the main factors that contribute to the 12% of population growth from 2017 to 2018. This chart shows the population distribution by district 2017, which is the blue line, and 2018, which is the orange line. Here, we can see that there's a huge increase in terms of population in Timor Laut. Timor Laut is a district in Penang. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia's Socio-Economic Performance by State 2018 report, Penang economy grew by 5.1%. Therefore, the population growth is likely to be economy-driven as more job opportunities were created. In conclusion, data, if organized and presented creatively using various visualization methods and tools, it may help to reveal the unseen patterns and connections. This in turn will help to navigate us through the sea of information to harness the power of data. Thank you.